Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my experience with bullying. I mentioned about this on my Instagram briefly the other day, and I got a really positive response from you guys. I got a lot of messages telling me about your own experiences or how you guys can relate to my experience or how it was just unfortunate that I went through that. So thank you for all your comments, and thanks for being so supportive. However, I did not write that post to get any sympathy, and that's not why I'm making this video either. I'm making this video because I want to address an important subject, and I want to take steps in my community to stop bullying because it has a lot of really bad effects. And I know children and adults both go through bullying in various different ways. However, I'm going to talk about my experience with bullying through middle school and high school, and not the bullying that I actually face today. And I'm going to be talking to you guys about how it's affected me and how it's made me into who I am today. So without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and be sure to hit the subscribe button below. Also, make sure to leave a comment at the end of this video. It truly means the world to me to know that you guys are watching and that you guys can relate to this, or simply that you guys can be part of a solution to stop bullying in the first place. Basically, the type of bullying I'm talking about today is in-person bullying, which can be very intimidating and which can be dangerous to a person. I'm not talking about cyberbullying. I've gone through both, but in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about bullying and basically how to deal with it in person and what steps you can take to avoid it. Starting off with what happened to me, it's really personal. I don't like to talk about this. And again, you guys, I'm not doing this for attention or sympathy, so please respect me that I'm having enough courage to share my personal story on the internet. Please be nice. It's not easy to share all these personal things, but I do it so that you guys can relate to it and so that other people who are going through the same thing know that it's common and that we all have the same struggles. So basically, when I was in middle school, that's when I started getting made fun of, and it was from middle school to high school where I was getting bullied like really aggressively. It was basically to a point that I couldn't even walk to my classes because there was a group of boys that was basically following me, and obviously I had to get to the next class. By the time it got to high school and it got so bad, sometimes I would just have to skip school altogether because I would be so worried about facing this situation in person. And another thing I did to deal with this was basically tell my high school administration what I was going through and how I felt really threatened by this group of boys that was demeaning me, humiliating me, and even saying things like "fuck you" and giving me death threats. But guess what? My school administration obviously didn't do anything about it, and my parents even ignored the fact that I was being bullied. So the best way to deal with it, anybody's gonna say to ignore it, but when it's in your way so much, you really can't ignore it. So I wasn't able to successfully ignore it, and of course I did eventually have enough courage to talk back and to just go to my classes and just like try to not worry about all this. But honestly, there was basically no solution that I could turn to or anybody I could turn to, and that's why I'm making this video, because I don't want anybody to go through what I did and have no one to talk to about it. Make sure that if you guys are having a problem like this, like, you get help from a counselor, you talk to a family member or a friend who truly understands what you're going through. And third of all, I would say that if you can, you need to stand up to these people that are really bullying you as well. I also wanted to take a minute to tell you guys about what I've done to spread awareness about this topic. One of the things that I've been doing to try to spread awareness was actually a few years ago when I started giving talks with Cornerstone, and when I was giving talks with this company, I would talk to many other high school level students and talk about my experience with bullying and what we can do to like combat this. And I think the number one thing is to just be nice to those around you. We never know what other people are going through, and it's nice to just have empathy and be nice to everyone because we don't know what they're going through, and it could be something really bad. So let's not judge people. Let's just be nice, and let's just try to move forward with a really positive attitude. Now, you guys, I wanted to tell you what I learned from my bullying experience. I know that I kind of rushed through the bullying part, but it did happen for many, many years, and I felt pretty tortured. I felt helpless, and I felt like nobody was there to listen to me. So what I've learned from it today is that I've become a really stronger person. It's just made me into a stronger person. I'm more resilient, and I feel like I can just tolerate more because I've been through this. And obviously I'm telling you that no one should be going through this in their lives, but if you do, for me the end outcome was I'm a stronger person, and I don't really let anybody walk all over me like I did before. I was pretty timid back then, so I've become really strong now, and I know that nobody can take advantage of me like they did before. I just wanted to let you know that if you are being bullied either online, in person, or in school, or whatever it may be, that you are not alone. Honestly, just message me if you have any questions, or if you feel like you have no one to talk to. I'd be willing to help you. I'd be willing to get back to as many people as I can. Write me an email. But in all honesty, you are not alone, and you have the power. So I just want to let you guys know that this is my little experience with bullying and how it affected me, and we all as a community need to act to stop it. It's not just one person who can do that. And if we all just spread positivity, I think that we're going on the right journey to stop something so horrific. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. Be sure to leave a comment below, and be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed subjects like this. Until next time.